Burmese. Okay, so basically I'm using the Burmese. And let me explain why the Burmese are one of the greatest civilizations for this kind of strategy. First off, there's a bonus from the Burmese that is seeing all the relics. Then you are going to wonder how seeing the relics is going to help me to find my opponent. It's quite simple. You can see that there is an area unexplored between the relics. This can only mean one thing. My enemy might be close to this unexplored area, so at the beginning of the game I already was thinking my enemy is on this area where I cannot see anything between the relics, basically like this. That's the first one, information about your enemy. Second one, they have the free wood upgrade. So my economy, I won't have to be thinking about balance my economy so much because I will have a really huge saving of 100 food and 50 wood by having the free wood upgrade. This saving allows me to make even more men at arms if I want. And another reason for using the Burmese apart from those is that their men-at-arms will have an extra attack, so their men-at-arms are even stronger and they can still face off scouts in the beginning, which is really nice. And yet another one is that if you are keeping your villagers to the stone, you can just go and make Aaron buys on the castle age. So right now I'm doing exactly what I did before. I have 4 villagers on the wood, 8 villagers here getting the boar. Now I'm going for the berries. Huh? I will probably put 6 villagers on the berries. Let's take a look here. I'm getting the boar here with another villager. You see, guys, I had 5 villagers on the berries, doing a bit of a difference build order. Now 6 villagers to the berries, 8 to the gold. There's 1 villager coming here to make buildings. I started with the house and a barracks here. And I'm going to make the loom. So I just did the loom and I'm making a small change in the game. Here, guys, my idea against Mr. Yo was not to go in full for towers. So as you can see, I'm not getting stone yet. Instead of this, I have only 2 villagers going, and I would probably just try to take off his gold. So this was not a game where I wanted him to fight my towers. I didn't want to make a view war because the Indian villagers are cheaper, so having 5 villagers on the front and the possibility of a villager war was not something that would please me. So basically what I did was try to sneak. I found 2 wolves here. That's a bit bad, huh? But if you see his POV, I'm not showing that I'm going for towers. That's the beauty of this build order. The guy will always be worried about your men-at-arms. If you look at your POV, he's seeing that I have men-at-arms. He just walled the front of his base and start trying to make scouts. He's not worried about the men-at-arms yet. Huh? Look at this. He knows I have 4 men-at-arms, so he's not expecting towers. He's here making a regular pop 22, actually pop 20 in this game, scouts with the Indians. So he's making scouts, he's waiting for the men-at-arms to come here to fight him, and while he's waiting for the men-at-arms, I'm already sneaked and making a tower here, protected my villagers with a palisade gate. If you go to my economy, after I realized I could take off his gold, I started only now going for the stone. So this build order that I said that I start going for the stone quickly, I just realized that this could be a good idea after I played this game. I realized that maybe in this game, if I just had sent like 5 villagers here and was already on the stone, I could have killed him in the feudal age. So this build order is basically an evolution from what happened in this game. I saw the opportunity. And I'm going for the stone, I'm making spearmen to defend myself, and I will keep making towers. This tower here is important because it will prevent him from getting this main gold, and this is not going to be good for him in the long run. Also because there's another gold here, so the strategy here is trying to get away his golds, so this guy is going to be delayed on to the castle age. I still have the 4 men-at-arms, and that's why I like the Burmese. He has 5 scouts and I have 4 men-at-arms. Of course, he's fighting under the tower fire, but Those men-at-arms have 7 attacks, so they are really dangerous, and look how those scouts are dying to the men-at-arms. One scout's down, second scout's down, this one's being targeted by the tower and it's also down, this one as well, so basically it's hard for some guy to kill this push before like 14 minutes. In the other game, with 14 minutes, I was able to make like 6 farms. In this game I'm a bit more greedy, I'm making much more farms because I didn't send more villagers to the front. But if I had sent, I could have like 3 towers here already, so the game would be over. Still a variation from the build order, but it still works. So on my base, guys, I'm just doing a few spearmen. And I know that by this time he might try to add a few archery range to make skirmishers or something. So I will start to making defensive towers as soon as I stop making my own towers here, okay? I just doing towers to prevent him to getting his gold, trying to delay his economy. I'm not losing any villagers. I only have 2 villagers there building. The others are here. And that's basically how it works. Let me advance a bit to show how you would use the towers for defending yourself. Now that I know that he might come to me, I'm making a tower here to defend my gold, like I did in the build order, and another tower here, and this is a strategical tower that could protect both my stone and my wood. So I'm starting to build. I know I have time to build these towers because I couldn't see any other army coming, so I'm only using 1 villager to build it. So the tower on the gold is ready, the other on the wood is also ready. The villagers here up front, one of them died, the other is just building another tower, and he's spending a lot of resources, you see? That's why this build order usually works. Your enemy won't be able to go castle soon if you are denying him his gold or his wood. He will have to spend a lot of resources to kill you. And right now, guys, he comes to attack me with his army, but I already have the towers to defend myself, huh? So it will work against a feudal army. There are some scouts coming, some skirmisher. Good thing that you should do is to have spearmen close if enemy has scouts, like I said. So the scouts are not thinking that it's a good idea to go there. I can always put villagers inside the towers and boost their attack. Here I'm going to make some buildings to protect this tower from the gold, like I said. As you can see, I just get the villager and I'm going to do the buildings. I'm doing a house in front of this, a palisade so he cannot see there, and another palisade there. So with this palisade and with this house, he cannot see his archers, skirmishers or scouts, so this tower is protected. He cannot kill it. And guys, that's why you should always have extra stone. In this game, for example, I thought I was about to go up, my economy was doing fine, but he just started countering my rush by making more towers and a lot of scouts. So at some point I got without wood because I didn't had 2 lumber camp spots. That's something that I improved in the build order. You can see that in the build order I did 2 lumber camps, and that's the reason why you shouldn't do only 1. At some point you can be without wood, like I got here. I was having to buy wood in this game. You are going to see that I'm going to buy wood. That was sad. You see? I'm advancing to the castle age, but I just had to buy 100 wood. I had to buy wood to survive. And I will probably have to buy stone, so that's why you should have 2 lumber camps. For example, if I had a second lumber camp here with a tower, I would still be gathering wood, but right now I'm not. That's why I made this change to the build order of the 2 lumber camps. And I'm having to walk here, making a lot of towers. I'm using the spearman to defend myself. He's making towers to deny my farms, huh? So if I had a lot of wood, I could even make defensive towers here. And even more stone, but my stone was limited, so was my wood. And guys, after I went to the castle age with like 23 minutes, the idea is for me as here using the Burmese is not go for knights, but making a castle to make Aaron by. You can see that, as I said, despite you having a long time to go castle, your enemy won't be able to go so soon. So Mr. Yo is only now going to castle because he had to counter my attack somehow, huh? and even try to make some towers. So I still have some time to play before he goes to castle. And now I could just add more TCs if I had a second lumber camp, but since I got this wooden iron and then I got this second one, I'm not able to boom. So that, guys, is why I'm forcing to use 2 lumber camps on the build order, because in this game I didn't use and I got screwed really badly. Okay? And that's only the part of the build order that I want to show. That's it.